Alright, well, with the baseball season right around the corner, I think it's fair to say that it's time to make a little National League and American League division predictions about who's going to come in first through fifth place in each respective division. The season is upon us. It's last week in March, and the 2015 Major League Baseball season starts in the first week of April. So, we're less than 2 weeks away from the start of the season. So, I think it's time that I'm going to start a little bit of prediction videos here. Let's start with the National League West and the American League West. American League West, we got Houston Astros, Los Angeles Angels, Oakland A's, Seattle Mariners, and the Texas Rangers. Alright, where to start here? Let's go back to last year. The A's, not the A's, the Angels, no team in baseball, won more games than the Angels did last year. However, they were swept in the first round by the powerhouse Royals, as we all know that they made it to Game 7 in the World Series last year. So they were a very good team. Oakland was a very good team in the regular season as well. I had them at about mid-season I predicted they were going to be in the World Series. We all know how that worked out. Houston, one of the worst teams in baseball last year. Texas, one of the worst teams in baseball last year. And then Seattle was So, let's see here. Based on, the spring training and everything like that, what I've been observing and everything like that, I think the AL West, they're going to be better this year. Houston has some good young talent. I think they will improve their record this year. They should win more games this year. Texas, I don't know though. Darvish, he's out again for the season, I guess. So, this guy is just a pain in the butt. What a liability issue this guy is. Wow. Great pitcher, but he's just been hurt too much. I don't see Texans being really any better than they were last year. Seattle, they should be better this year. They're a little healthier. They got some decent pitching over there. They got a decent lineup too, led by Robinson Cano. And then let's go to Oakland. I think Oakland's a great team too, last year especially, but they've lost some guys. So it shouldn't be. I don't think they're gonna have as good of a regular season as they did last year. I think they'll probably be in the hunt for a playoff spot, honestly, but I don't think that they'll make the playoffs this year. With that being said, the Angels, great team. Obviously, we all know who they have over there. Just to name a few. Mike Trout, best player in baseball, probably. Hands down the best player in baseball for his age. Don't even get me started on arguing with that. Albert Pujols, whatever. They're a great team. They got some decent pitching too. Like I said, no team won more games in baseball last year than the Angels. They're a great team. I see them only getting better this year. They'll probably win some more games this year. They're a very good team. I do think the Angels, I think they will be in first place. I think they will win the AL West again. They are just a great team. I don't see any team in this division competing against them. That's my opinion. I don't see who would stop this team in this division. Really. If you have a different opinion, go ahead and let me know. I think the Angels, just all around, they're one of the best teams in baseball, honestly. They're a very good team. So with that being said, I really do think the Angels will win the division. Second place, I think, is kind of a toss-up between Seattle and Oakland. I think Oakland's they're up here last year. I think they're gonna slowly come down here and have to start to rebuild again. So with that being said, I think Seattle actually will come in second in this division this year. I think that they can, if they play together, anything could happen. That's honestly true. If you play together well as a team, anything can happen. So I think they'll come in second. I think Oakland, the A's, will come in third. I think Houston will come in fourth, and I think Texas will come in fifth this year. that's my breakdown of the American League West division for baseball this year, 2015 MLB season. I'm going to shift my attention to the National League West now. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Colorado Rockies, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the San Diego Padres, and the San Francisco Giants. That is going to be a pretty tough division this year, honestly. I think that, okay, for starters, we have the defending World Series champions, San Francisco, in that division, so that makes it tougher already. With that, honestly, being said, right off the bat, Los Angeles Dodgers won the division last year. I think they won the division the year before that. You know, they've won a lot of divisions. Dodgers, they're honestly, I think, one of the top 3 best teams in baseball. Just their lineup is just stacked. I mean, their pitching is stacked. Every year, I mean, the sport book for Vegas has the Dodgers, I think, second favored to win the World Series, shortly, like really shortly behind the Nationals. The Dodgers, just when I think about it, they're just a stacked team. They're pretty good. Colorado, they're getting better too. They don't have very good pitching, but I think their lineup's pretty decent. They got some good, decent players over there. And then Arizona, Arizona was the worst team in baseball last year. They've made some changes too. They've picked up a couple guys, kept a couple guys. They have a lot of good young talent, but even though I think their pitching did improve a little bit, the Diamondbacks' pitching still won't be enough for them to compete for a playoff spot, honestly, this year, especially in this division. Maybe if they're in some other division, maybe. But honestly, in this division, it's not even, I don't think they're going to compete for a division title. With that being said, I think that the Colorado Rockies will finish 5th, but it's going to be close. I think the 4th and 5th, and maybe even the 3rd place team, they're going to be kind of close in terms of their record this year, I think, for this division. So I think the Colorado Rockies finished 5th. Their pitching is really not that good. Their lineup, I mean, it looks good on paper, but for some reason they just don't get it together when on the field. I think they'll come in 5th. I think the team that I have coming in 4th is the Diamondbacks. Like I said, they were the worst team in baseball last year. They've made a little bit of changes, but the changes that they did make, I don't think it's enough for them to compete for a division title. So I think they'll come in 4th. I think coming in 3rd, and this might upset some people, is the San Francisco Giants, the defending World Series champions. I think they'll come in 3rd. For whatever reason, I mean, they win the World Series every even year, and then on every odd year they don't even make the playoffs. So, I mean, the odds are stacked against them, but, I mean, geez, the odds were stacked against them in every single series they had last year in the playoffs, and we all know how they steamrolled through the playoffs last year and won the title. So, obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if the San Francisco Giants prove me wrong and are completely the best team in baseball again. They got rid of Pablo Sandoval to the Red Sox. He's a pretty good player, but they replaced him with McGee from, I think he played for the Marlins last year. He's a really good third baseman too, so I really don't think they're missing much at third base. Honestly, he's going to be better defensively at third base for them, that's for sure. Offensively, he might be a little bit worse than Sandoval, but he's definitely got some power, and he's good too. So they could honestly really prove us wrong. They really could. Second place, I do have the San Diego Padres coming in second place. They have made some great changes to that team. They have acquired a couple big names in Justin Upton, Matt Kemp, and James Shields. If they can play together as a team, I do think they will compete for a division title. Really do. Sometimes, it could take a while for some good star players to morph together and start winning. So it'll be interesting to see how the San Diego Padres play this year. And then with that being said, I have the Los Angeles Dodgers coming in first place this year. I think that they just have a lot of raw talent. Their pitchers are just studs. It's almost, to think about, they're really a powerhouse right now. And for some reason, they always dominate in that regular season, but for some reason, like, in the playoffs, they just don't they just can't get it done. I don't know what it is. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. If you're a Dodgers fan, I can see why it'd be frustrating to see this happen every year to the Dodgers. So, you know, that's my predictions for the National League West and the American League West. Honestly, I could be completely wrong. This is just my opinion. I'm really looking forward to the season, just to see what happens here. You know, it should be a good year. We have a lot of good talent in the league. I think that it's going to be a good one, really. I really do think it will be. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you have any, if you have any responses to what I've said. Subscribe, share, do whatever you want. This is just honestly my opinion as a fan of the game, what I think the National League West and the American League West will look like in terms of standings. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go out there and enjoy this next coming baseball season.